welcome to my channel. I'm Beth Elan. Today's practice, we're going to start sitting on our heels. We're going to do a little toe squat. So curl your toes under and sit back on your heels. And make sure all 10 toes are kind of on the mat. So you might want to move your pinky toes out so that they're flat. Really nice stretch in the back, in the bottoms of the feet. You don't normally get there, so it's really nice. If it gets to be too sensational, you can always just come out of it, lean forward. You can also just lean forward a little bit instead of sitting all the way back on your heels. You can just modify the intensity that way. And we're going to do some gentle wrist stretch. So palms face up, pull back on your fingers, like how you see me doing here. Just very, very gently, and feel that nice stretch in the front of your forearm. And just breathe deeply and connect with your breath. Welcome yourself to the mat. We're going to be stretching into the whole body in today's practice. You can switch arms, coming out of the toe squat if it's too intense. Breathe deeply into the entire length of your arm. Release that. Maybe shake out your wrists a little bit, roll them up. And come out of that toe squat if you haven't already. Maybe kick your feet on the mat. Sometimes I like to take my fists and massage the toe bounds after that stretch. Let's do a few side body stretches. So just bring your right hand to the mat, left arm inhale up, and exhale, lean over towards the right. And take a few breaths here. Finding length in both sides of the spine. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, lean over towards the left, planting your left hand down on the mat beside you. Spiraling your heart towards the ceiling. On an inhale, bring both arms up. Then exhale, kind of cartwheel your hands down over towards the front of the mat to come into your tabletop pose. And we'll do 3 rounds of cat-cow. You can tuck your toes under or not. Inhale, gaze forward, broaden through the chest. Exhale, uncurl the toes and curl the tailbone down and under. Inhale, chest drops, tailbone lifts. And exhale, navel pulls in towards the spine. Abs stay engaged in your cow pose. And cat, curl it in, pulling your low abs up towards your chin. And back to neutral. Curl your toes under, push into your fingertips and knuckles, and lift your hips up and back towards the back, where the back ceiling meets the wall. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. few deep breaths here. Maybe straightening one leg and bending the other. That feels good. Uh, keeping your ears in line with the biceps. On an inhale, bring your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip. Try to get that knee as high as you can, pushing your heel in towards your glute. And on an exhale, bring your knee in towards your chest. Plant that foot in between your palms, right in the middle of the mat. And then bring that left heel down so you're on the inside of your left foot. Your heel should be bisecting that back arch. We're coming into warrior two, so you can cartwheel your arms up as you come to stand. Front knee stays bent, back knee is straight. Hips face the long edge of the mat. Gaze is over the right middle finger. Breathing deeply. Listen to your breath. I love hearing my breath when I practice. Take a big inhale, straighten that front leg. Maybe toe heel that back foot in an inch or two. We're coming into a triangle pose. You can place your hands on your hips. Scoot your hips back about an inch and fold towards the side. So it's like a side stretch. You can place your hand right on your shin. And if you feel like it, you can lift your left arm up for a big triangle shaped Trikonasana. Maintaining length in both sides of the spine so your abs are engaged here. You're not slumping over. Exhale, place your left hand back on your hip. And inhale, come up. Turn your right toes to face the front edge of the mat. And bring your toes in, heels kind of out. There's two options here. You can place your hands on your hips, or if you want a little more intensity with this one, you can inhale, bring your right arms up overhead. We're gonna fold halfway. So you're gonna fold until your back is parallel to the floor. Take 2 breaths like this. Inhale, exhale. And then bring your right hand down towards the mat. Maybe come up onto your fingertips. And exhale, left arm up overhead. Big twist here. 2 breaths. On twist, left hand comes down, right arm up on an exhale. Twist to the other side. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, either arms up overhead or on your hips, whatever is best for you. And as you inhale, push into both feet and use your abs and your back muscles to pull yourself back up to stand. Exhale, hands to hips. Turn your left toes to face the back of the mat. Maybe toe heel that right foot back an inch and bend into that left knee for your warrior two on the other side. Gaze is over your left fingers. Big inhale here. And exhale, cartwheel down to frame that left foot. Lift that back heel up. Plant your palms. And exhale, push it back to downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. Big inhale. And an exhale out the mouth. Finding super long spine here. The crown of your head is relaxed away from your hips. And we'll do the same sequence on the opposite side. So bring your left leg up on an inhale. Bend that knee. Open your hip. Lift your knee as high as it'll go. Higher, higher, higher. And on an exhale, bring that knee to your nose. Plant that in between your palms best you can. Center of the mat. Line that heel up with the back arch. Big inhale. Cartwheel yourself up. Back into your warrior two. Engage the abs. Feel the shoulders nice and strong here. Arms are parallel to the mat. Palms facing down. Big inhale. And big exhale. And inhale, you can straighten that front knee. Bring that back foot in an inch or two. Hands on your hips. Kick your right hip up a little bit. And lean over towards the side for your triangle pose. Whether your right arm comes up or you can stay here, just shining your heart towards the front of the room. Trying to stack your shoulders best you can. And if you're reaching your arm up, really reach. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, float back up. Turn your left toes forward now. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Hands on your hips, or inhale, hands up overhead. Folding halfway. Strong back, strong core. Feel your abs engage here. And on exhale, bring your left hand down towards the mat. Right arm up overhead. One more breath. And switch sides. Right arm down. And left arm up overhead. Twisting from the navel, your hip points are staying where they are in space. Aligned between the heels. And on an exhale, bring your hands back down, maybe to your waist or up overhead. Inhale, push into your feet. Pull your abs in to lift your upper body up. And turn your right toes back towards the front of the mat. Bend that right knee. Warrior two. Really engage that front quad. Big inhale. And exhale. Cartwheel down to frame that foot. Lift that back heel up. Big inhale. And exhale. Bring that right foot back. Downward dog. Wow, a few breaths here in your down dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg up. Keep your hips square this time. And exhale, knee to nose. Plant that foot up near your right thumb. And bring your left heel down about 45 degrees. Your toes are pointed up towards the left front corner of your mat. Bend your front knee. Inhale, warrior one. So squaring your hips towards the short edge of the mat, the front of the mat. Inhale, arms rise, palms facing towards one another. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, and big breath out. Inhale, go ahead and straighten that front leg. Point your palms to face behind you. And exhale, fold halfway. You can bring your palms all the way back to face down. Inhale, arms come back up as you lift your upper body overhead. Just two more of these. Exhale, fold forward, palms shining upwards, maybe pulling them back behind you. And inhale, arms up overhead. Really engage the abs, engage the back here. One more, exhale, come forward. And inhale, rise up. Rebend that front knee. Exhale, fold forward to plant the palms. Kick that back heel up and push back into your down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Your next in breath, lift your left leg up, keeping that hip square. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring your foot as close to your left hand as you can. And feet are at least hip width apart here. Maybe bringing that back toe in an inch and dropping that heel to about 45 degrees. Bend that front knee, inhale, come up. And you can stay here for a moment if you want. Then inhale, arms rise, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Two more deep breaths here. Breathing into your belly. Feeling that inner right quad engaged and moving towards the midline. On an inhale, straighten that front leg, palms face behind you, and exhale, fold halfway, bringing your arms back behind you, and inhale, swing upwards. Little pyramid folds, well, big pyramid folds. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, feel the hamstrings engage, stretch out. And as you inhale, really feel the abs lift you up. Rebend that front leg. Palms can face each other. And exhale. Frame that foot. Kick that back heel up. And downward facing dog. This is our final down dog, so make any movements you feel like you want to. And inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Press your tops of your feet and your hips into the mat. We're going to do 3 baby cobras here, so you can bring your spidey fingers out. Inhale, lift your chest up. Shoulders roll back. Low back engages. And exhale, bring your forehead back down. And 2 more just like this. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come on back down. Inhale, shine the chest forward, lift as high as you can, push into your legs. And exhale, come back down. Resting your forehead on the mat. Bring your hands palms face up onto your low back. As you inhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward and lift your left leg up. So you're pushing into your hips, pushing into that right leg, and exhale, come on back down. We're going to do a few of these. So this time you'll on your inhale, bring your left arm forward, right leg comes up. And exhale, come on down. So this is a low back exercise and a brain exercise. So inhale, right arm comes up, around and up. And exhale, come on down. Inhale, swoop the left arm forward, right leg rises. Really engage the quads here. And exhale, come down. One more on each side. So inhale, right arm swings out and forward. Really lifting through the glutes, pressing down through the hips. And exhale, come down. Last one, inhale. Left arm forward, right leg up. And exhale, return to neutral. You can place your palms face up by your sides. Take a breath or two. And plant your palms next to your shoulders. Push up to your table. Back is neutral, parallel to the ceiling, parallel to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. And you can sink your heels back, hips back towards your heels, and fold forward for child's pose. Bringing your forehead down to the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can always stack your palms or your fists, keeping a nice long spine here, all the way up through the neck, ears away from the shoulders. We'll take about 3 more deep breaths here. Feel the muscles in the back body relax. One more deep breath. And push your palms into the mat to come back up, sitting on your heels. Shift your hips to one side to bring your feet out in front of you. Both legs straight, all 10 toes pointed straight up, staff pose. You can press your palms on either side of your hips to lift your spine tall. You should feel a deep stretch into both hamstrings here. And on an exhale, fold forward as much as is appropriate for your body. Maybe putting your hands on your shins, maybe even just on your thighs. Or if you can reach your feet, go for it. As long as you're not slumping, keep the spine nice and long. And come back to neutral. Bring your left sole of foot to your right inner thigh. We're going to fold forward again, Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, you can reach your arms up. And exhale, fold towards your right knee. Gentle breath. In through the hamstring. Inhale, arms rise. And switch legs. Arms rise. And exhale, fold forward towards your left knee. Shining the chest over that left knee. One more deep breath here. And push yourself back up. Maybe inhale, lift the arms up. And bring the soles of your feet down to the mat. Maybe scoot your seat forward a bit. And roll down to lay down on your back, one vertebra at a time. Take hold of your knees and hug them in towards your chest. You can rock side to side. And holding onto your knees, pinch your tailbone down towards the mat. Like imagine there's a little penny underneath your tailbone. Keep holding that down. Inhale, push your knees away from you. And exhale, pull your knees back in, keeping that tailbone pushed down into the mat. Your arms are doing most of the work here, arms and gravity. Kind of let your legs be weightless. And you can move this into a circular motion if that feels good. I always love a good low back massage. Nothing beats it. And as you feel ready, you can release the knees, extend the legs out in front of you for Shavasana, our final resting pose. Palms shining towards the ceiling. And let yourself melt into the mat. Breathing in deeply. And on each exhale, just melt further into the mat. Allow yourself to be just a puddle. Allow yourself to relax in this space that you've created for yourself. Noticing the belly rise on each inhale and fall on the exhale. If you find Shavasana to be uncomfortable for your low back, you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat and dip your knees into touch. This is also very beneficial. So that's just if you're feeling any pinching in the low back, especially after we worked it so hard today. No sense in making it feel uncomfortable. Let's do 7 more deep breaths here. Final breath in and exhale, let it go. Begin to wake yourself back up, maybe rubbing your fingers together, wiggling your toes. You can reach your arms up overhead. My favorite thing to do. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Shift your hips over and roll over to one side. Resting on the upper arm for a brief moment. And pushing yourself up to take a seat. Either cross legs or sitting on your heels like we began. Or you can stay in Shavasana for as long as possible. Notice your breathing. Fill yourself up with breath. And let go of what you didn't need. Fuse the palms at heart center. And I'll close our practice by chanting Om. You can join if you like. Inhale. Om. Bowing forward, namaste. Blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel ready for anything. And yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment, subscribe if you don't already, and leave the video a nice little thumbs up for me. And I will see you next time. Namaste.